Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me, Tanisha. I've really appreciated the conversation so far. So let's jump into the questions that Wellstar has us record for this interview.
Okay.
So obviously, you have a lot of really great customer service and healthcare experience. And even though you haven't necessarily done the patient registration from end to end, I think a lot of your experience is so amazing and can really translate into this position. So if you think about your experience so far, obviously you haven't done insurance verification specifically, but you've spoken to patients regarding their benefits and co-payments and any financial responsibility. Can you tell me just real briefly in which positions you've done that and just a high level overview of that?
Yes. So I have done the position working with Anthem, Centene, and Maximus, although I haven't had direct insurance with this relating to this child registering verification. However, we did have to go and double in where we were verifying if their coverage is active, if they're not active, so that way we can assist with any gaps, going over any benefits or claims to assist with that period of time. So certainly believe that I can utilize some of that and incorporate with this job.
I love that. And I definitely agree with that. Um, Tell me about a time that you had to deal with an upset patient or member. What was the
Mhm.
situation? How did you handle it? And what was the result?
Yes, so there was a time where a member called in regarding their benefits for the plan, a plan that was currently grandfathered that was no longer available. So they were just looking just for the right rates and what they seen on their portal. Of course, there it wasn't aligning with what their previous plans. So it was a lot of frustration and just for just uncertainty and not being comfortable with it because it's something new, which is understandable. So what I was able to do is just allow the customer just to talk. I was very understanding, gave them plenty of empathy because I understand the situation. And what I simply did was just walk the member through where they can visually see the new plan and different options. And we went over and to compare them. So with me just being patient during that time, allowing them to speak without interrupting and just being relatable, I know that helped a lot during that call because by the end of the call, the member was ready to give me a kudos and speak to my supervisor. And we were able to get them enrolled into the new plan before enrollment season ended. And they were happy with the plan that they were starting with for the next year.
That's awesome. What does the term customer service mean to you?
Customer service means to me that you're providing exceptional service that has empathy, lots of empathy, because that goes a long way. Just being a kind, understanding again, because when you're not working, you're someone's customer too. So I like to always keep that in my mind. And I just like to treat people how I would like to be treated. It's not going to always be perfect, but you just have to understand and be understanding. And again, empathy goes a long way.
I completely agree. How can you improve a dissatisfied customer's experience? And I think you touched on it in one of the previous questions, but is there anything else you would want to add about how to improve that experience?
I would say just yes, just empathy again, it goes a long way. Just being understanding for me also is I allow them to speak and vent instead of engaging. So I want to make them feel that they're comfortable. It's never personal, and I know they're not directly attacking me. So just with me remaining calm and control of the call, it allows the member to be more comfortable, and I feel like that helps me a lot. Where they're able to calm down, and we're able to actually resolve the real issue and the reason for calling.
Absolutely. I agree. What would you do if you didn't know how to help a customer?
If I didn't know how to help a customer and I have utilized all my tools and resources, my next step at that point would to reach out to the next point of contact, if that's a team lead, manager, supervisor, to assist with any additional things that I may have overlooked or haven't looked into. And while doing that, just multitasking, checking in with the member, just ensuring that I'm still here with them and that I'm working on it. And I'm just letting them know that I do appreciate their time and that we're going to get through it, or we're going to work through a resolution. And just let them know that I appreciate their time for waiting or holding.
Absolutely. What skills should a great customer service representative have?
Again, empathy,
Empathy, absolutely.
lots of empathy, and being very kind and smile. I know this is very cliche, but it goes a long way. And I have a lot in the previous jobs where smiling over the phone, it makes them feel happy. You can really hear when a person's smiling or they're happy. So with this job in the ER, I can understand there could be a lot of different emotions. And I feel that if you're just have a lot of empathy and just bring that smile, positive, hopefully it'll help. It'll help.
I agree. Um, when you think about strengths and weaknesses, what would you say is one of your strengths?
My strength is my previous experience with customer service, having again empathy. um, Definitely that, and also I would say that although I don't have the patient register experience that will be relatable with the job with Wellstar, I definitely certainly think that I can tie into my previous experience and incorporate that to have that as a foundation to build on that because that will be a weakness coming in. However, again, I'm very adaptable and I can learn and adapt easily. So I feel like that can definitely help.
Absolutely. And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I definitely see myself stable in a career path where I can grow within a company, just move up. Definitely looking for a place where I can call home and just grow within a company, possibly have leadership roles, training roles. So definitely looking for a career path.
Absolutely. I love that. And I meant to ask, um, how do you learn best and what management style do you do best with?
I learn best visually or hands-on, I would say. So I, if you're training me, I ask the necessary questions I'll allow to um to be shown. So I'm definitely very attentive, paying attention. So if I have any questions, if I need to go back, I definitely sure I ask those questions. And I like to work hands-on on experience on a system so that way I can get the hands-on experience. So that way I can grasp the job and I don't have to be micromanaged, but definitely utilize the help there because I know certainly it will be there if needed.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate your time in answering all those
Yeah,
questions, Tanisha, and I will hit the stop record button.
thank you.